everybody. Becky here with the Simple Spruce Studio. Welcome to my around the clock this week, y'all. Come on in and get comfortable. I get some comments brought up here real quick. So, how's everybody's week going? I babysat yesterday, but that little thing slept for 4 hours straight yesterday. And the whole time I'm thinking, well, I could have came on and went live again yesterday, but it's almost like I never know how long she's gonna sleep or what. But we are getting our schedule worked out, so she might be. If you guys are new to my page, I watch my granddaughter. She was 2 months old yesterday, guys. 2 months old yesterday. So you might see her propped up back here in her little bouncy chair or something on a live, just so I can keep going live. Because if you guys haven't noticed, I know I've only been on maybe once or twice a week here lately, but Grandma is gonna get the schedule figured out, y'all. Okay, comments, yay. Oh, hi Christina, hi Stephanie. Hello, Miss Phyllis and Carolyn. All right, guys, we got another thrift upcycle. I thrifted this cutting board. It is mass produced. It's nothing vintage about it, but we're going to upcycle this, and we're going to do kind of like a little French country thing on it. I do have an old vintage piece that I got from Mr. Henderson's that we're going to use with our cutting boards. So, but first we got to get painting. Hi Donna, hi Marjorie, hi Diane. How are you guys? I know usually I'm on Tuesdays. I know this is an odd day for me too. I'm on Thursdays. Okay, the back of this, I did add hanging hardware. The sawtooth hanger, it does have its little protective things on it, which I don't want to take off because if it gets hung up on the wall, it's going to protect it from that. So what I want to do is keep this back part the same color. So we're just going to start taping this off. And then cut off the excess. Good morning, Melanie. Let's see. Try not to waste so much tape. So, is everybody excited about our fall vintage and thrifted coming up? I know I am. I am looking forward to it. So all I'm going to do is cover the back of this, cut the excess tape off, and then we're going to, man, I've only had one coffee this morning and I feel kind of shaky. Good morning from Alaska. Geraldine, well, hello and welcome. That is on my husband's, well, and my bucket list. We have family that owns, I got to figure out what part of Alaska their house is in, but they recently over the last year or so bought a house in Alaska, but I don't remember what area it's in. Troy's side. And he's got his uncle and his cousins, and they're there all the time in the beautiful pictures I see. Oh my gosh, yeah. So that is on our bucket list. Grandma Becky, I love it. I love it, Pat. Good morning. Oh, good morning, Pam and Patricia. I know you guys are going like, what is this crazy lady doing? I just want a good, halfway decent line, crisp line. Because if I go to sand any paint that overflows onto the side, It's gonna sand the board off. I wanted to try to keep it as neat as I can. So and then we're just going to I just did this the other day. Do you guys see some new items behind me that I worked on yesterday, doing a pre-recorded video. Those items will be up for sale on my website as soon as I get the video done. The video is going to be on YouTube, so if you're not following me on YouTube, make sure you go over there and subscribe to my channel. It's free, the Simple Spruce Studio. But I've got this done. This was one of the projects. And then these two Crocs over here. I'll show you guys a little bit closer when we get to the end of our project here. Good morning, Jackie. And Miss Kim, Cynthia's out there. Hello. And if you guys are catching me on my page, make sure pinned below is the Craft Around the Clock page. Make sure you go over there and check out all the crafters today. I know coming up after me is yesterday's, tomorrow's. So you don't want to miss that. And sometimes prep, like the most time-consuming part of your project. Usually if it's a piece I can sand on, I would just sand it off, but I want to make the back of it look clean and finished. So I'm just getting the majority of this tape cleaned off. Good morning, Kathy. Funky Threads. Hello and welcome. I'm gonna have to check your page out. How convenient. Okay. We got the prep done. Now we're gonna paint. What I'm going to use, sometimes my speech amazes me. What I'm going to do is use Fusion's Casement paint, which is kind of a softer, grayer kind of white. This does have a built-in sealer, but I will seal it anyway. When it's done and it's the paint's cured, set up and everything, I will take a polyacrylic, since this will be an item on the website, and then I'm going to ship out, so I will spray it with a polyacrylic sprayer. Plus, we're going to add a transfer to it too. So, and I am using one of my favorite brushes, y'all. See the little pointed tip on it? Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. That's not going to hurt, but I don't want to put my hand in it. Let's add our piece. So what I did is I took my little gator sander, I sanded off right here because I want the wood to be porous right there. Because we're going to add, you guys, if you've been with me for a while, you probably know what this came off of. You probably know what this is. Yes, prep projects, large, small, indoor, outdoor, always take the most time and effort. I know they do. And I know if you do it, it pays off in the end, but sometimes it's just like, come on, let's just get to the fun part. We're going to attach this. Well, I want to use my Starbond glue and accelerator to do that with. This is on my Amazon store list if you guys are looking for it, which is in my link tree below. So, but I am going to put some screws, because if you notice, there's some holes in here, so that's going to help too. So I got some drywall screws. But this piece is off the back of a church pew, if you guys were wondering what that is. And this is a salvage piece from Mr. Henderson. which he is an architectural salvage place here local in St. Clair, Missouri. Good morning, Cindy. So happy to finally catch you live. Yay! I'm so glad you're here. Okay, I'm just bringing the little tips through. Now what I did was I took the smallest drill bit I had and I put this on where I wanted it. And then I drilled pilot holes down in there to pre-drill. Because if you think your wood's gonna split, pre-drill. So yeah, my little tip. If you think it will, pre-drill. So we're gonna get that on there, but first I want to add some glue because we're gonna give it some extra support. I think my little thing dried up. For communion cups, exactly. Yep, they were on the back of church pews. And this, I went there a couple weekends ago to get some more of these because I love using them. He only had this one left that was single by itself. But if you guys go over and watch my YouTube video, you'll see my haul from there. I took you guys shopping in Mr. Henderson's, and you can see the haul, all the things that I did purchase over on the YouTube channel. I'm just gonna put lots of glue on here. And then I'm going to take the accelerator spray, which is not necessary, but it just speeds up the drying process. And then I'm going to find the holes, match them up. And we're going to lightly, because even though this has holes in it, the heads of these screws are a little bit wider, and I do not want it to split this piece in half. So I have to be gentle. Making me nervous because I have a tendency of pushing too hard and my wood just goes whoosh. Yeah. Okay, see where we're going with this, y'all? Hi, Miss Beth, how are you doing? Oh, Miss Tiffany, are you new here? Hello and welcome. Oh, we got Linda, new from Ohio. Yay, new faces, new faces. Hi, Miss Rita. Sassafras. It's cute already. Thank you. Oh, I don't think I was following that. I got to follow that one too. I have to go back. Now we're going to paint. Again, Fusion Paint, the color Casement. I am not sponsored or carry any of these. I can give you links to where I purchased mine. I am still trying to decide what line of paint I want to carry on my website. So I have been trying Fusion. I love my DIY paint. I really do. I love it. I'm just hoping when I check that out that they don't require me to have a brick and mortar, that I can just sell it on my website. But we'll see. I got to do some research. I love Dixie Belle's paint and products. So we're going to see, y'all. I am painting the sides. This will take 2 coats. Like I said, Fusion Paint does have a built-in sealer, but I will end up spraying this with a polyacrylic. Christina, long time no see, girl. How have you been? I have the same board from Dollar General. See, now we're going to, I know it looks new, mass-produced, but we're going to make it look a little French country. Make it beautiful for somebody's kitchen. It will be utilitarian and for looks, either one, depending on how you want to use it. Carol. My bubbly personality. Thank you. That's what I like about this little DIY brush. It will get into all the little crevices, especially if you're painting over molds. It is wonderful. I love this brush. Okay, let's get our fingers a little dirty here because I need to get into the inside of those circles. Okay, we're going to dry this up real quick and then get a second coat on. Just Jackie Crafty. Hello, Jackie. How are you? Welcome. Need to find a good brush to use. Thanks for sharing. What kind of I do. I really like the new DIY brushes. I think they have, I can't remember, it's 3 or 4 of them. But my other one's upstairs. But I also love these Klingons. Klingon F30. I'm telling you guys, your paint, literally, if you soak these in water, I don't soak it up to the metal part, but just the bristles in water, and by the next day, your paint will just slide right off of it. I love these. Because if you soak it in the metal's going to rust eventually, and you also loosen up the glue in your brushes. Good morning, Miss Donna. How are you? And Miss Vicky Newton Wood. I love that. My maiden name is Newton. Man. I know this looks really streaky, but you guys, the second coat's going to cover gorgeous, and I just painted my painting everything, guys. Good morning, Carolyn. How are you doing, lady? Yeah, so like I said, guys, if you want to see, I'm in the process of editing of the video for my little short upcycles here. So that video for these items here will be on YouTube, and then I will get them listed on the website for sale along with this piece here. We could be. You never know. It is a small world. Shireen, what is my project going to be? This is going to be a utensil holder for your kitchen. Now, the wood spoons that I had, let me show you this real quick. Since you asked. The wood spoons I had were not vintage ones. All my vintage ones I have upstairs. This is what they look like new, but I did not want them new looking. I wanted them to have a little bit of patina. So all I did was I took these 3 and I used my Waverly Antiquing Glaze wax and stained them just to give them some more color. I did not like this. I do like this better. So that's what this is going to be, and it is going to hold our utensils. And I thought this was a really good contrast with the white. I almost went black on this, but I'm like, you know what? I've been painting a lot of things black here lately. We're just going to do the simple white, and it might go better with other people's kitchens and Kentucky and Tennessee. That's originally where my dad's side of the family is from, is Tennessee. Indeed. And then they moved to Arkansas for a little while and then to Missouri. So, but originally Tennessee. So we we definitely could be related. Oh, that's funny. I have this packet of, it's a big envelope full of pictures and information. I have not opened it all up, and I mean, I've opened it and looked through the pictures, but I haven't read all the information. My aunt gave me years ago, and she since has passed, and I need to go through it because she was like, oh, she said, there's a house down there your grandma and grandpa had, and it had a picture of it, and it was, back then it was gorgeous. I don't even know if it's still there or what, but yeah, I've got to go through that and start checking. I always told my dad, I'm like, I'm going to go back there and see if the house was still there, and or if not, where it was. They said there's like a whole cemetery down there that it's mostly Newtons. I'm like, okay, one day I will. Hi, Dawn. Okay, just second coating this. Yeah, y'all, and if you did not see the thrift haul from Mr. Henderson's over on YouTube, make sure you watch that video because those items are listed on the website already. And it's some good wood pieces. Lots of chandelier crystals, glass crystals, and these are definitely the original antique. These came out of some big, huge lobby hotel. I forget the whole story behind it, but Mr. Henderson, he was giving me the whole history of it. But I do have those listed. Let me show you them real quick while this is drying. This is how I displayed them, y'all, but I think I have 4 different links of strands here, guys, but they are glass crystals off of an old chandelier. Good for crafting. My dad was born in Louisville. I have a Newton history book. And my uncle's head Newton. Researched and wrote. Oh, how cool is that? That is awesome. I was trying to think what else. I had some new old metal door plates. Those might have sold. Can't even remember what else. I've done an auction since then, so I can't remember what all I got on there. Let's see. Marjorie, I'm doing great. How are you doing? Been missing a while. How are those precious grandbabies? They are doing great. They are trying to find their voice besides crying. But they're starting to want to talk. Goo and ga and yeah, all kinds of noises and stuff. It's so cute. So cute. I have to post a picture. I'll post a picture for you guys later, or a little video on my page of Olivia sucking on her top lip. It's just so funny. I guess she thought she still had her bottle, but no, they are doing great. Like I said, I will be working out, so I'm just going to ask for some grace and some patience, and don't leave me, y'all, but we're trying to work out a schedule to where right now I'm watching. Evelyn, thank you so much, hon. God bless ya. They want to tell you stories. They do. I keep telling Tyler and Kate, I said, they're trying to tell on mom and dad. They're trying to tell grandma and grandpa something. I said, so you guys better be on your best behavior. I think I'm going to go over part of this again. Oh, how am I doing on time? I keep forgetting I got a timed one today. Can't just go as long as I want. But yeah, I am working on, like I said, Tyler is doing her externship for Vet Tech. And she is working at a local veterinarian clinic here. She has a 10-week program, which I think she's only got 4 weeks left, 3 or 4 weeks left of that 10 weeks. So I've been watching Olivia Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then after that, they did offer her a permanent position there. So she will go start working after that 10-week program's up. She will start working with them Monday through Thursday. And I've agreed to keep Olivia for those days until she gets a little bit older and can do the whole preschool type thing. So yeah, Grandma's got to get a schedule worked out. She's got to strengthen her arm for that pumpkin seat, carrying that around, all kinds of stuff. So just be patient with me. We are working a schedule out so I can get back on doing more lives. I went live the other day, y'all, and had the baby monitor down here, and I thought, nah, she's good for a 2-hour nap at least. I wasn't into it 10, 15 minutes, and she started fussing. I literally had to run upstairs, put the knitting in her mouth, and run back down. It was, yeah. So it'll get better. Like I said, Mom and Dad are not opposed to her being seen on social media. So you might see a little bouncy seat up here with a little olive loaf in it, helping me craft sometimes. Because Grandma doesn't want to send her off somewhere else, and Grandma doesn't want to quit crafting either. So we're gonna work it out. She'll be the youngest thrifting child around. My grandson takes cat naps. Some days she'll sleep. Yesterday, y'all, like I said, she slept for 4 hours straight. And the whole time I'm going, I could have gone live. I could have done this. I was listing items on eBay for sale. So let's let that cool just a little bit. Now, but I know the older she gets to, the longer her naps will get and the easier it'll get. So we are using a transfer, traditional pots. You guys, I'm almost through this. I know this is an old one. And, oh, I got it right here. I've cut one out. This is the blue on the traditional pots one. You've had black, 2 pages of the black decals. I know I'm going to turn this up and they're all going to fall out. 1 white and 1 blue. So, and I'm been working my way through it. So we're using a blue one on this. And we are going to put our transfer on there. We're going to add our rope back. And I think I'm going to lightly, well, I'll just stress after I get this on. she will be. Oh, good morning, Mary. How are you doing? Somebody has a birthday out there. Happy birthday. Get a high chair or a pack and play for the craft room. I got a pack and play. Yep, I'm going to set up right there. And I got an extra bouncy chair. You know, this was 30 years ago, of course, guys. Keep that in mind. When I had Drew. The little bouncy chairs you had to actually bounce them yourself. The ones they got now bounce on their own and play music. I'm like, how fair was that? We actually had to bounce it, whether they were on the floor and your foot was getting a cramp, your leg was getting a cramp because you were using your foot to bounce it, or what. But they got them now where you put batteries in them and they actually play music, a little lullaby or white noise, and they bounce themselves. I'm like, oh. When I was making masks during the pandemic, I had the baby in a bubble chair. Yes, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm getting it figured out. There's a thrift store. A lot of the thrift stores, some of them have like steps where you have to go up and down. So grandma's going to invest. You can't take a stroller. That'd be just too hard. So I've got the little body strap thing, but she's got to get better holding her head up before I can even put her in one of those. Because like I said, she's only 2 months old. I mean, she's got a strong head, but their little muscles in their neck get tired, and yeah. So this girl is gonna know her thrift stores. Oh, come on. Because we're gonna get it done. I know back when I had Drew, my mom probably would have loved to have been able to stay at home with Drew, but she was working full time, which was a necessity. So, yeah. So if you pull these up real slow, make sure everything's down. If there's something that's still on your transfer sheet, just lay it back down and rub right back over it. Like I said, I just pulled up the top of the R off of there. I'm going to line it back up. Give it a little rub there, and voila. And there it is with the blue on it. How cute. Let's pull the tape off and see if there's any spots that have to be slightly touched up, which there's gonna be because I over taped. And this way the back stays clean. The clean back. Okay, now what I'm thinking is, I don't know, what do you guys think? Something down here on the bottom so it doesn't look too plain. That's what I kept telling my kids when they started having children. Mine didn't. That good stuff when I was raising you, it's not fair. It's not, is it? Because I got this for her nursery upstairs, this little round thing that puts the stars and stuff on the ceiling, and it plays either lullabies or the white noises, the rain, the ocean, and she loves that thing. We go in there and sit in the rocking chair, and it's just a matter of a minute before she is out, and she's just watching the stars on the ceiling. And I'm like, they didn't have this stuff. They did not. I swear we had to do it the hard way. Okay, let's see what we can use. Something smaller. Let's see, what do we want? I just want something real simple, almost like, I don't know. Let's see. My mother worked too and couldn't rely on my mother to watch my children. She also wasn't the person who loved keeping children. Some just, I mean, some people just aren't, their patience aren't cut out for it, or I'm sitting here thinking, I don't want a whole lot. Almost like I just want a flower piece, which would look cute. We're thinking outside the box here today, guys, because I know this is supposed to go like that, but it doesn't look that odd by putting it like that. And I want it to go with the curvature of the cutting board. So we're gonna go with this one. How's that sound? Again, don't think you have to use the transfers as they come. You cut them out, piece them out as you like. Again, on my Amazon store, these bags, I love them. They are waterproof. Your transfer books fit in there perfectly. You get 12 in a pack. When I had my first, there wasn't disposable diapers. Yeah, I remember the cloth diapers where you had to, I did not use them or anything, but where you had to wash them all the time, which there for a while, a few years, well, not a few years, but several years back, there was an issue with them having problems with diapers not being good for babies. Something, I don't know what was going on with them, but it almost makes you want to go back to cloth. By others and great grandmother when we were in Japan. Really? At a young age, I had a Japanese woman caring for us. Oh, how cool is that? Were you old enough to learn any of the language or? Ta-da. And like I said, I know that the Fusion paint does have a built-in sealer, but your girl is going to spray it with a polyacrylic spray anyway. Oh, let me show you. See that? See that? How cute. We are going to take our finger sander, 938. Oh, we got time. You know I'm going to lightly distress. If you guys don't like the distressing, you know you can. I was kind of going with the whole French Country look. We're going to bring back some of that natural wood color. Don't want to sand on the back, like I said, because if I sand this wood, it's going to, not that you're going to see the back, but I do like trying to have somewhat of a cleaned, finished project. But if I sand it on, but I want to distress this painted edge. Okay, our little rope here. Let's see, I could speak English. I was speaking Japanese. I was 16 months and came back around 5 years. My dad was in the Air Force. That is cool. I just think that is neat that, you know, you've got that story to tell your kids too, grandkids. Okay, so we're just putting the original rope hanger back on it. Tying a knot in it. So there it is with some distressing on it. Like I said, it does have the sawtooth hanger on it. It does have the little protective feet on it. So it will not scratch up your wall. Now we're going to add our, and these are not old vintage. Like I said, these were this color. Did not like it. You know, you guys know me. It's too new looking. So, looking great. Thank you. Hi, Mara. So, I took some antiquing wax, add a little bit of color to these. And now we've got our cute little, like I said, this could be, you could put your old vintage utensils in this for display, or you can actually use it to hold ones that you use on a regular basis. This will get sprayed with a polyacrylic. Thank you, Pam. But there, how stinking cute. I love it. Functional or just for decor, whichever one you want to use it for. Thought that was cute. Now this is going to be listed with the spoons in the utensils, wooden utensils included in it. So I will get that listed up today on the website. It's not there yet, but I will get it listed today. And the utensils are included in it. So, okay, now tell me, if you looked at this, would you think that this cutting board came from Dollar General? It's more of a French country look. Yay. Hello, Jerry. Hey, Miss Paula, how are you doing, girl? Okay, so I did want to show you guys these real quick. If you want to see the video on me doing these, you'll have to tune into YouTube. But we did our crop cutter with some, I told you I'm using up my IOD transfers, y'all. But then I also added this cute little hook on here that you can hang a seasonal wreath on it. So you can take this off, you can leave this out year round, take this off and hang spring, summer, Easter, Christmas, whatever on this. So this is a piece that you do not have to pack away. You can keep it out all year long. If you don't want anything on it, you can also, this screws in. You can unscrew it, put a pencil or a paintbrush or something through there, unscrew this piece and leave it all natural just like it is. So there are options. So I worked on this yesterday. This piece was an old half of a candlestick holder that I got from Dollar General, a thrifted teak wooden bowl, and I just combined them, painted it. Now these projects have to be sealed yet, so that's what they're sitting over there. I got to get them over there and spray them. But we did another transfer on the inside, and that will get all sealed up. I love the contrast between that dark wood and the black. Love it. So, and got about a minute left. These old Crocs, I did get these at a Dunker auction. They came in a lot. They are chipped. The chips and stuff do not bother me at all. To me, that just adds character. I love it. So, but everybody prefers if they're collecting or, but these were pretty inexpensive pieces because like I said, they came in a lot of other items that I wanted. You have to purchase from auctions and big lots of stuff. So you can get a big old box and want one item out of it, and you got the box for $2, but you get all these other pieces that you have to take with you. So this was the case for these two Crocs, but we did another white transfer on it. Does that not look cool? Again, this has to be sealed in. I want to seal the transfer in. So we've got that one. I mean, seriously, how beautiful do these look sitting together with this in your kitchen for a display with some wooden utensils or the mashers sticking up out of them, and or some florals. Y'all, I'm loving it. But I did the same thing. This one here has a really cool, almost like an iridescent glaze on this crock. You guys can see that. But I went ahead and added the white transfer to it. Look at the coloring, the aged on it. I love that. So those are my items, guys. So I want to thank you all so much for joining me. And like I said, if you haven't checked out Craft Around the Clock, make sure you click the link below. The next person coming up is Yesterday's Tomorrow, so you're not going to want to miss her. So go over there and check that out. And you guys go enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you all next time. Love you guys. Bye.